morning, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And it is Friday, September 27th. August. Oh my goodness, why am I doing this? Because I want it to be September 27th. I don't want it to be August 27th. It's Friday, August 27th. And welcome to the Hollow. All right, so we had a day yesterday.
Yes.
But before we talk about that, I just want to show you, I want to introduce you to someone. I finished Mari. Look at him. So now we have Cal and Mari. And oh my God. Actually, I didn't quite finish him. I still have to put in his mouth. I forgot that I didn't do his mouth yet. I have to do his eyebrows.
Didn't she have you do it when you
and his mouth.
were making it, or no?
Yes, but I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I put on his squid ears this morning, his fins. I put those on this morning so that I wanted to get it done before the podcast, and I forgot that I needed to still do his mouth. Because she has you do it afterwards.
Oh, do you?
At the
Okay.
end, yeah.
Okay.
So I just have to finish him up, but he will be done. He's almost done. Isn't he just like awesome?
And they're so cute.
Honestly, look at them together.
We're gonna take them over to the beach and take pictures, take their official photos. But
Cal and Mari
and for
Susan
those,
Claudino.
right, is the pattern, and we're going to start. Excuse me. It's not warm enough. We're gonna have some random 50-gram DK skeins that we're gonna get ready for the fall shows, and we'll put them up online so that if you would like to make your own, they take just about probably 40 grams.
Yeah, probably.
Of DK weight. So
Plenty
Yeah.
to do it.
So if you wanted to do a duo, you could pick 2 50-gram skeins
And make your own.
to make your own.
Love them. Love them, love them, love them. All right.
And you started that last Saturday?
Friday
or Saturday?
Yeah.
So a
I
week.
finished it in a week, right? Not too bad.
No,
Because
not at all.
we had a couple of days where not a lot of knitting was done. So yeah, it was a fast, easy project. I loved it. So now I want to make all of her stuffies in all the colors.
That is black that we will be making. I have to finish my bunny, and then I will make
Black
some
as
other.
your soul.
Yes.
I figure before I make another one, I'm going to do a little bit of work on one of my sweaters to see if I can't get it done in time for Rhinebeck. All right, now she's bored and she's moving on.
That's all I have to do.
Right.
It's like adding air conditioning. Removing the cat from my
Oh
life.
my God, yes. Oh, wow. Yesterday we went on an adventure. And it was just such a glorious day.
It was an outing with
was.
friends in real person.
Yes.
Just,
Where we went out in public.
to New York City. We went to the big city and
2 ingenues going to the big city. I will happily accept that I am past my ingenue stage. But we went and saw the immersive Van Gogh exhibit at Pier 36 in New York City. There are 2 different shows going that are slightly different, and we did the one that was out on the pier.
right.
And
It was just.
I can't even. It was amazing.
I was thinking about it this morning. I'm like, it's Van Gogh. So
Right.
There's that.
Yes.
Then you're in a controlled environment with not too many people. I mean, there were a lot of people there, but they've got the rooms big enough so that you're not crowded in any way.
They also have multiple rooms all showing the same thing.
Right.
So that not everybody has to be in one room together. There are
Right.
multiple rooms.
And it's not, it's starting now, you can go in now and it's done. It's just you go in the middle, you stay, you can go past the time that you started. It's just...
It's on a loop.
Right.
So
and
it's like a 35, 40-minute loop that just goes and goes and goes.
Immersive is the best word for it.
Right.
Because you just stand, sit, do whatever you want, and just let the beauty wash over you. Because it does literally, because it's on the floor, it's on the walls, it's reflecting off, they've mirrored surfaces, so it's reflecting off that. perfect music for it.
Really.
It was just...
And it's
I
not
probably
just
could have sat there all day.
flashing the pictures. They morph into one another.
Right.
And they've got it so that the trees grow up. And then the almond blossoms float down, and they're almost like butterflies that just land on the branches, and they become the almond blossoms.
And then it goes dark, and then the stars start to just pop up in little stars, and then you get Starry, Starry Night. It was just... Oh.
It was breathtaking. It really was.
Peaceful.
Yes.
Just...
And people around
it was just
were
what the doctor ordered.
Right. People around were very respectful. There wasn't a lot of shouting or screaming or anything like that. Anybody who was there was just enjoying it.
Some lady behind us started snorting laughing because she fell over or something. I don't know.
The only problem I had was I get a little bit of vertigo sometimes, and when they have them that the screen, the pictures are going down the wall and disappearing into the floor. I got a little bit of vertigo there, so I looked down at the floor to try and reorient myself, and the floor was moving at the same time.
And there, in one of the rooms, there's a platform that you can walk up to, so you can look down on everything. So we thought that would be a cool thing to do, and we went up and we got to the railing and everything, and it was gorgeous. You're just looking out. But then there's a moment where there's an illusion where it's like, is the wall moving? Is the floor moving up? And I just looked over at Mary Beth, and she's like, yeah, I'm going downstairs.
I get vertigo very quickly.
Okay, that was alarming to me. I can only imagine. I'm just going to make sure she hasn't passed out.
I just stood downstairs I needed to get my back against the wall. And once I had the steadiness of my back against the wall, then I was okay. But then somebody moved off one of the benches, and I got to sit down for a little bit, and that really was the best way to do it. But yeah, no, it was just absolutely beautiful, and the music was perfect, and it was just glorious.
I believe it is a traveling thing. I know it is because somebody left a comment for us and said that they had tickets for Pittsburgh when it comes.
Well, when you call them, because I called to find out about parking. I wanted to make sure that there was parking and that kind of thing. So when I called to find out about parking, they said, if you're calling about the Toronto, I think St. Paul... They named a couple of cities. New York, press 1, and then they named a bunch of other cities, press 2. So it's all around the country. If you have a chance to do it, we would recommend it, because it's if you're interested in art, especially the Impressionists, it's a beautiful way to spend a little bit of your day.
And it's not long.
No.
I mean, you could literally be in and out in an hour if you chose.
Right.
And get the full experience of it. If you're in our area and thinking New York City, you go in the Holland Tunnel, and it's practically right there.
Right.
It's really not a bad trip into the city. There's a parking lot right there. We had no problem getting spots, and our appointment was in the middle of the day.
Right.
If you're in the city, I know a lot of people were doing Ubers because we were watching the Ubers.
The cabs and the Ubers, right? And I think people are taking the train in and then taking an Uber over, that kind of thing. So yes, there are plenty of ways to get there.
Ferry, I believe the Atlantic Highlands ferry drops you off right near there, so that you can do the ferry. And our collector group was most comfortable driving and not being with that many people.
Yes. So we drove in. It took us we stopped in Keyport to pick up friends and then drove in, and it took us about an hour from Keyport, a little over an hour from Keyport. Not a lot of traffic. Then we went in 2 separate cars. For some reason, my directional system put me on Staten Island.
On the way home.
I'm not quite sure why.
Well, we know why, because our directional system put us in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So...
It was...
I mean, we all got to the same destination at the end about the same time.
Right.
So,
but we traveled around Staten Island. Route. At one point, I was saying to my friend who was the navigator, I'm like, could you please make sure she's sending me to New Jersey where I'm supposed to be going? Because not only am I heading somewhere I don't want to go, because... I want to go home. I don't want to go to Staten Island. I want to go home. And then she puts me on 440 going north, and then she turns me around and puts me on 440 going south. And I'm like, she's sending me back into the city.
I'm just driving in circles.
Right. Could you just double check, please? But it was all okay.
Yeah.
It was all right. She got me home. It was fine. And where it comes out, because we went over the outer bridge, or the outer, yeah, I think it's the outer bridge. Anyway, you go over the outer bridge and then it drops you on the New Jersey Parkway right in front of the Driscoll Bridge. And I'm like, I know where I am now. I'm good.
Everything is fine.
Yes. I know those green parkway signs. I'm good. I can do this. But it was a great experience. And
Yeah.
then we went out to lunch afterwards, and we had a late lunch in Matawan, and we sat outside underneath a tent, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely wonderful. So yeah, it was a really good day. And then we sat in traffic on the way home.
But
But that was okay because we were in air
was
conditioning.
I mean, that was just short traffic. We
Yeah.
kind of figured that we were going to hit that.
Yeah, so it was fine. It
Yeah.
was just a great day. And the first one we've had in a really, really long time.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, and I was saying to Helen, when was the last time you just had that really excited feeling that you're doing something special, something
Right.
new, something different? And we haven't since before COVID, and this was
our first.
Yeah, this was just wonderful.
And when we were driving in, I was saying to Mary Beth that I miss our Opera Saturday excursions where we're just wandering the city and finding new shops and new things to do. And it's
Right.
just, so yeah,
We're going to have to do it some more.
yeah.
Now, my friend put up pictures, and somebody commented on it and said that there is a Banksy exhibit starting next month, which I think sounds very, very cool. And she
Yeah.
also said that she's pretty sure they're doing Monet next year. So I thought Monet is one of both of our favorite
Yeah.
artists, so we would love to do that. And if the Banksy one is coming around that we can find that we could possibly do, that might be something fun to do.
Yeah.
Because I think Banksy is really interesting.
Yeah.
So I love his
Totally
things.
different genre and everything, but just interesting.
Right.
And probably a little less calming, I would think.
I don't know. It depends on how they do it.
Yeah.
It depends on how they do it. So, I have no idea. I just think it would be really interesting to
Yeah.
see.
It's a great way and a modern way of looking at the classics.
Oh, yes.
And just absorbing beauty.
Because they had them morph into one another, so that it went from one, and then all of a sudden the color started changing, and you were
Yeah.
going into another one, and the train was moving through one and going into another. It was just really
Yeah.
it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So whoever the group that put it together is phenomenal. Are you going to link the
I'll link the exhibit,
immersive
and
exhibit
we have some pictures afterwards that we took. So
while we were there?
we'll put them up. So.
And then when we got home, fed everybody, got everybody. At the end of the night,
We went to bed early because we're like, okay, we've had a long day, we're both tired, let's just go to bed early, get a good night's sleep for once in our lives,
so we're reading quietly,
and we're just going down,
and there was a crash.
and it was a crash.
There was a crash. Like, did one of the cats go downstairs and knock over? Because it sounded like they knocked over all the stainless steel bowls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did they knock over the bowls? How did they do that? So we
I thought
came
somebody
out
had thrown something through a window, because to me it sounded like
breaking glass.
what it was.
We came out, and one of our shelves in the kitchen,
Broke.
which is behind
A
glass door, had broken, tipped, dumped everything that was on the shelf onto the floor.
But it opened the door, it didn't break the glass door.
It didn't break the door, and it's
just
got
kinda,
a big glass pane
right.
in it. Did not break the door.
Like a door that fits this area here, glass door, managed to push that open, not break the glass, and dump all our bowls. And these were all our salad bowls, our mixing bowls, our Pyrex mixing bowls. We had
Nothing wood.
no.
All either Pyrex, glass, or
Or
ceramic.
China. One bowl we've had since Mary Beth and I moved out of our house when we were in our 20s.
Yeah, that bowl has traveled through many,
Right.
many, many places.
It's like one of the few things that has survived. And
It is no longer.
So that was a fun little cleanup. I walked in and the lights were off, but I could see all the carnage, and I just said to Mary Beth, do you think we can just burn down the house?
Oh my gosh.
It went downstairs, the glass. The good
thing is, the kitchen is completely swept, vacuumed, and mopped
Yeah.
because
Enforced
there were
cleaning.
shards everywhere. And it kept popping. Like the blue glass that was the bowl kept popping and moving across
So
the
it
floor.
sounded like it was dripping almost.
Yeah. We kept looking for a drip because it sounded like it was dripping water, but it wasn't. It was glass popping and shattering even more.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened.
What a mess.
Oh my gosh. I think there were 5 glass bowls and 3 ceramic bowls.
Yeah.
And then they hit a 4th ceramic bowl on the way down.
Oh, and
I took that with it.
my Halloween dog mug
Yeah.
is gone. But now we have to buy new bowls. Oh well.
Oh shoot. I think the house may have a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Because we were cooking chicken in a pan, and the pan had a crack in it the other day, and I pulled it out, and I was holding on to
it's a ceramic, heavy duty
Yeah.
Italian ceramic baking dish that
Right.
we've been using for years.
I
With the
pull
crack.
it out, and that was the day that the crack decided it was done. And the crack went along the corner where I was holding, so the rest of the baking dish just smashed onto the floor with the
This
chicken.
was how we started our week, actually.
I'm thinking it's time to just throw away all the dishes and start over again.
We're just gonna. That's it.
Or what?
No more cooking.
No more cooking. Oh, all right. Well, in this weather, I am all for that.
No cooking. No dishes.
Nothing.
We just
We're
eat
gonna
on
be
paper.
I actually just saw an article today, I think it was in Country Living magazine, that it's like a whole bunch of things that women over 40 should not have in their house anymore, including
okay.
bridesmaids' dresses, because really, are you going to wear them again? And one of them is paper plates. You're a grown-up, have ceramic plates,
But we do.
which we do.
Yeah.
We have ceramic
We
plates
use
that we
paper
love.
plates when we have children around and if we're moving and everything's packed away.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah. Also to do art projects, because the paper plates are wonderful for
Yes.
art projects. Okay, so, I brought in, we just got a couple of souvenirs from the Van Gogh exhibit. I don't know why I didn't show them before, but we just got some little things. We each got a journal.
Surprise, surprise.
It's blank. It's just completely blank, but you can do what you want with it. So, and I just finished watching a video about a woman she goes on craft vacations, and what she does is she plans a road trip. She sleeps in the back of her car, and she does what's called boondocking, which is where there are certain spots in states allow you to park an RV or park a car and sleep there without, it's not a campground, and it's not a specific RV parking spot. It's
not like a state park or anything.
no, but it's on, like, they'll have it in certain parts of beaches that aren't used a lot, or in certain areas of state parks you can do it so that you can't have a lot of people there. They have certain numbers, but you can go there, so that's what boondocking is. But there are no hookups or anything, or showers.
You are most definitely
Right.
you in the elements.
But you also might wake up with a moose looking in your window.
Yeah.
There are perks. Anyway, what she's doing is she's doing it throughout California, and she has a journal like this that she is keeping track of things, and I thought it might be kind of cool to use this for something like that.
Right.
You know, where you keep track of little adventures that you go on. But she has videos of herself up where she's just journaling her progress and she shows you videos from where she's been. It's really quite nice. So we got those, and we got some stationery. Got 2 sets of stationery. So just fun things. And we got a key ring.
Yeah.
That we're going to put on our keys, because one of Helen's favorite paintings is the cafe, and
Yeah.
they happen to have one with the cafe, so we decided that's a sign we should probably get that. But yeah, really great day yesterday, other than the end. The end was a little bit shattering. On that note, we hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend.
Yes, go forth and create.
And we will see you on Monday. Bye. Bye.